I got a bed for ya, bed for ya. Switch it up and show me your position. A transformer, you should know that I won't take you out or take it out. I got much more than just a bank account. Now lay it down.
Yo, what's up, you guys? How are you guys doing today? It is your girl, Baby J, Jalen the Alien, the Zodiac Queen, whatever you want to call me. Welcome to my channel. All my first time viewers, hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're just gonna have a good time today because, I was thinking about this. I've been wanting to talk about sexuality for a while on my channel. However, sometimes it's like, some people are like weird when it comes to sexuality, but with, being somewhat of an 8th house person and stuff like that, I naturally am attuned to that sexual energy. And sexual energy is not, just this freak energy, whatever the case is. Sexual energy is what gives life. Okay, when we're having sex, we're bringing life into the world. We are going through a form of energy exchange, and we are busting into the world things that we want and things that we want to manifest. A lot of people are weird when it comes to their sexuality because we've been taught to really, not talk about it. It's taboo, but at the same time, it's something that all of us are pretty much going to experience in this lifetime. So I just want to come on here and talk about it and speak about it and kind of like normalize it and get rid of all this taboo thing around sex and understand that sex is okay. Being in tune with your sexuality, especially as a woman, is okay. Understanding your needs, what you want, your pleasure, this is something that is so valid and so important. And then a lot of us, we only learn about sex through either people that tell us things like our friends, or of course watching those online videos and stuff, pornography and stuff like that, which is not really a real representation of what sex is. So then we just all confused. We all confused. Sexuality for me is really important because sexuality in general, sexual energy is life force energy. It is the thing that gives us life, and it's the thing that keeps us alive. Your sacral chakra is in tune and is connected with your sexual energy for a reason. When you are connected to your sexuality, you're able to manifest easier because you're literally giving life. When you're having sex, on a biological, primitive level, you are engaging in a manifestation ritual. So, like as I always say, your sexual energy is important. Look at this video, check out this video, have an open mind, release all the conditioning around fearing your sexuality, especially as a woman. You know what I'm saying? We get so many ideas about what we should be like and how we should be like, and we can't do too much or we'll be a slut, or we can't do all this because we're gonna be judged. Understand your own sexuality and let that empower you, because at the end of the day, when you get in tune with your sexual energy, you are in tune with your goddesshood, point blank, period. And I also just wanted to tell you guys, I'm going to be doing an online workshop by the end of March and the beginning of April about sacred sexuality, divine femininity, so we can tap into our sexual energy and be able to attract the things that we want in our life. Law of attraction, gang. So if that piques your interest and you want to learn more, please DM me on Instagram at itsbabyj or at Jalen, and I'll send you the information that you need. But, we're going to talk about Mars today, and Mars is one way to look at our sexual nature, because Mars in the birth chart always indicates where we are exerting energy, where we are experiencing conflict, where we can be a little bit more aggressive, our aggressive nature in general. Mars is going to tell you if you're going to be the type of person that gets stuff done or is always procrastinating and waiting to the last minute to do things because you don't feel like it at the time. Mars is that force in you that's like, no, I'm gonna do this. No, or the lack of force in you. But it's also your sexuality. It's your sexual nature. When you start to get turned on, that is your Mars becoming alive. The Mars energy within inside you is that fire burning that tells you exactly how it wants to express that sexual nature. What makes us with that motivation? Okay, cue the song. Baby, I can be your motivation. Hey! So to know somebody's Mars placement is to know what turns them on, is to know what gets them running and gets them going in that primal animalistic nature. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So please check out where your Mars is located in the birth chart calculator below, or in the calculator just below in the description box. That's going to let you know exactly where your Mars is placed. Not only check out your Mars placement, but this can also relate to your Sun placement, of course, and I would even consider your Venus to a certain extent as well. So let's get right into it. Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars is at home here. This is where Mars likes to be. This person has a strong drive. This person usually has the tendency, if depending on the house placement, this person has a tendency to be very driven, to be very motivated, to be very like, no, we're gonna go get this done and we're gonna make it happen for ourselves. You know, this is the type of person that is a true hustler, point blank period. But at the end of the day, how that correlates to sexual energy is, you know, this person has a tendency to be very, very on go. So at a moment's notice, they are ready to go. They are ready to start boning right here, right now, okay? We're not waiting. We're ready for it right now, honey. This person has a tendency to be very impulsive when it comes to their sexuality. So they get crushes really quickly. They get turned on really quickly. You know, they like to jump into situations very quickly because they feel things in the moment and they just go for it. This is not the type of person that hesitates. This is the type of person that's very direct, okay? This is the type of person that's going to let you know that they're into you. This is the type of person that also may be attracted to that, may be attracted to directness, may be attracted to energy that's a little bit bold, okay? The sexuality is very raw. The sexuality is very passionate. This is a fire sign. Fire is all about passion. Fire is all about that spark, and it just turns into a whole freaking forest fire, okay? So this sexuality is very energetic. It's very movable. It's very it's passionate. This is the type of person that has that raw animalistic type of sexuality where they like to pull hair, perhaps, where they like to, you know, just get in that really like, whoa, like we were knocking stuff over, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of sexuality that's like that. These are the type of guys that you know, you just start kissing and they're just on go, like. And you know what I mean when I say that. You look down and it's just like, yup, they're on go. They're ready. It doesn't take that much time for them to get started. They're ready to go. ASAP, Rocky, point blank, period. Aries naturally is very courageous. So this is the type of person that might even be down to try new things. However, the only pitfall to this energy is that sometimes they can be quite selfish, depending on the person, of course, when it comes to the bedroom. You know, this is the type of energy that could just be all about them sometimes and just their nut instead of your nut. In certain situations, definitely not all people, I'm just letting you know that could be a thing because, you know, sometimes this, you know, this is the first sign of the zodiac, so they come first and it's about them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that energy could be there. They could be more prone to dominate or just like, you know, really be aggressive when it comes to that sexuality. There's always this element of like submission, domination type of thing, or just like, I want to control you, I want to see you do things, I want to make you do that type energy. Like I said, this is also a type of energy that could definitely be down for the thrill. So like thrill seeking type of sexual experiences, things that are like, oh my god, we're about to get caught. Those are the type of things that they would like. It's also very fast. It's very fast. It's very go 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 type of sexuality as well. I'm saying Aries definitely rules the head in general, so this is the type of person that either likes receiving or giving, or this is the type of person that really likes when you grab their hair or pull your face close to theirs, or just like somehow involving their head in the game. And sometimes they can even bring up this element of competition because, you know, Aries is a very competitive sign naturally, so they might even compete with you, you know, in the bedroom in a sense where they're like going to like go back and forth with you, or they could be turned on by that. Like if you try to say, oh, you're not going to be able to make me do this, they're going to be like, oh, word? Oh, word, bet, like let me show you type energy. So they might even have this thing where they're just more competitive when it comes to the bedroom as well, and they want to be the best lover that you've ever had naturally, okay? Because this is not the person that comes second, third, fourth, fifth. This is the first sign of the zodiac, so they want to be the best lover you ever had. If you're not the type of person that is like super direct and you like a lot of foreplay, sometimes the Mars and Aries might not be the person for you, because this person has a tendency to not do as much foreplay, and they're just like, no, let's get right to the point, let's do it. Let's not, you know, what are we doing? Let's just go ahead. Let's go boom, boom, boom right now. So if you're the type of person that likes things more like, yo, we got to build up to this might not be your type of energy to deal with. But all in all, it's a really interesting placement for the Mars, a very strong placement for the Mars, and really able to accomplish a lot of things in life in general. When they put their mind to things, they could be focused. Sometimes they could be really good at starting things, but they may not necessarily be as good as finishing things. So just keep that in mind if you have a Mars and Aries. You know, have some people around you that, you know, can really motivate you to finish those things that you start. And I feel like like, it's a great Mars placement to have, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so Mars and Taurus. This is a very different energy from Mars and Aries, but they're right next to each other. So in a way, they have some similarities, but this is a very different type of energy in the sense that Mars and Taurus is a very earthy, it's an earthy placement. This is an earth sign, so it's very raw, but in a sense that it's earthy. These people are very in tune with their bodies. This is the type of person that if they are naturally secure in their bodies, they're very comfortable in their bodies, they're very comfortable in their sexuality, in the sense that is very sensual. They can touch other people's bodies. Massaging people turns them on, and being massaged turns them on. You know what I'm saying? Seeing another person, these are the type of people that really value and adore the body, you know? They're very physical people. If they like something, they're gonna feel it in their body first. Like, this is the type of person, if they want to know if they like someone, if they're turned on by someone, they're gonna check in to kind of see how their body is feeling. Is their body feeling turned on? Is it feeling warm? Is it feeling cold? Is it feeling inviting? This is the type of person that can feel that energy in their body. This is the type of person that's very stable. You know, this is stamina. This is somebody that can go for rounds and rounds and rounds because it's stamina energy. This is somebody that has a lot of energy that builds. This person is all about the build-up. This person is all about the foreplay. Like I said before, massages, like touching, you know, flirting. This is the type of energy that wants to take you there, to take you on a journey, to get you to the bedroom. They don't just want to go like, yeah, let's just go get it right now. They want to seduce you into the bedroom type of energy. This is someone that could be really turned on by setting the stage for sex as well. So this is the type of person that wants to hear the music. The ambiance is very important. You know, they want everything to look clean as well. They don't want to have sex necessarily in a super dirty room or whatever the case is. They want to have sex where it smells good. This is the senses. The Taurus energy is tapped into their senses. So they want to experience the all five senses in a really harmonious, pleasurable way in the bedroom as well. So they want to hear the music. They want to hear the certain scents and smells. They want to feel your soft skin. They want to appreciate your curves. They want to adore your body. They want to look at that beautiful body that God blessed you with because they are so in tune with their bodies and they love the natural physical body. This is such a physical, explorative sign, okay? This is talking about taking baths, okay? Taking baths with their lover and stuff like that. This is lace. This is silk. This is also that high class energy in a certain way too sometimes. So they like, you know, situations that are luxurious as well. It's a very romantic energy, you know. This is somebody that really wants to romance you at the same time. Even if you're just a casual person, they really want it to be an experience all in all, you know what I mean? They don't want to move so fast. It's all about the build-up. It's enjoying and getting in tune with your body, okay? This is energy that's not all up in their head. This is like physical, straight up sex. So this usually is not the type of person that values like quickies and stuff like that. This is the person that wants to dive in and eat and go again and again and again. The only negative thing about this is sometimes it can have a tendency to be repetitive if they're not careful. They can have the same type of sex over and over and over again. At the end of the day, it tends to be like good, so it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes it's lacking a lot of like switch up energy. But like I said, setting the stage is important to like the candles, the feathers, you know, playing with putting feathers on the body type, you know, feeling on the body, oil, candles, incense, smells. We love it, okay? I got a Taurus moon, so I know what I'm talking about with this one, okay? They're just gonna love you good. It's slow, it's deep, it's that type of energy. It's, you know, really connecting with that person. But like I said, if you're the type of person that needs a bunch of variation and needs a bunch of like doing different stuff every single time, that this might not be the sign for you. And sometimes in certain cases they can also be selfish when it comes to their sexuality because, you know, Taurus is all about pleasure. It's all about what makes them feel good. Their opposite sign is Scorpio. Scorpio is all about connecting deeply with another person, but Taurus is like, wait, hold up, this pleasure about me. So sometimes they could be selfish when it comes to that. This is also a stubborn sign as well, so they may not always be able to bend to, let's say another partner's needs, it's like, oh, if you don't like what I'm giving you, then I'm sorry, like I can't do nothing else for you, sweetheart type energy. But if not, if you're down with it and you like it, then I mean, hey, you're gonna get that consistent loving every single time, sweetheart. You know, Taurus also rules the throat naturally in astrology, so this is the type of person that could even be into like getting kissed on the neck or like kissing your neck, that vampire type energy. Ooh, Vampire Diaries, Twilight, say who, say what. So for Mars and Gemini, this energy, you know, this is the energy of a air sign, the air element. When I think of air, I automatically think Gemini, because that air element is very communicative. It's like, it's very intellectual, it's very mentally stimulating, and Gemini is like that as well. Gemini needs that. Mars and Gemini people are the type of people that are going to get drawn to people from that mental connection. This is the sapiosexual type of people, where they're really getting turned on by the things that you're saying, by the conversations that are had, by the foreplay that you're having when you're sexting, you know, you're talking online, you're flirting. That type of energy really turns them on. When you're clever, when you can say the right things at the right time, this is going to turn on that Mars and Gemini person and really get them attracted to you. They really value that mental attraction first, and then once they do get into it, this is also the type of energy that is really into variation. They need a lot of variation. They need a lot of different things going on. They want to try different things. They want to experiment with different things, because oftentimes they can get bored very easily. That Gemini energy is a very sexual energy naturally, believe it or not. You know, we always think Scorpio, but a lot of times that Gemini energy is also very sexual in a sense, because sometimes it's casual at the same time. So this is also a very fun energy. They like to have a lot of fun through sex. They don't want boring sex. They want sex that is going to excite them. They want sex that's going to keep them on their toes. They also like those mental games sometimes. They like having mental games with somebody, and then, you know, you don't even, you may or may not have sex tonight, and then boom, you know, they don't want to know if they're going to have sex. They want to be surprised. They want to be creative. You know, Gemini also tends to rule the hands, and I would even say the mouth, because they're always speaking so much. So this is the type of person that could really like, you know, using their hands when it comes to sex, using their hands, using their you know, and you know that translates to using the fingers, okay? And also this is the energy that could even really be into oral sexual relations, okay? This would also be an energy that could be into role play, because like I said, this person needs a lot of variation, so they may, you know, definitely be able to get into role play and trying different things like that. Like I said, a lot of flirting, a lot of sexual innuendos, a lot of keeping you guessing, keep you on your toes. Somebody that knows how to say the right things to really get you turned on, and they really value that in another person. This is the type of person, like I said, that could also be a tease. They could just be such a tease, but you know, this is the teasing, flirtatious type of energy that a lot of people can fall for. These are also people that tend to like talk a lot during sex. Like literally, they could be the type of people that want a lot of like conversation during sex. Like that's going to be something that also helps to get them really turned on. But the downfall is sometimes this sign is such a thinker, and they're so into their head, and they're so into their like what they think and what they should feel and what they should do, that they sometimes forget to actually do it. They think too much about doing it, and it's like they could talk so much and think so much about sex, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to doing it, sometimes there's like a blockage there in certain cases, and they don't actually go for it. Or this could be the type of person that really is curious about everything and everyone, and in the sense that, you know, you might not ever be able to really satisfy their needs in a way. Depending on the person, like I said, you know, it's going to depend on who you are in your chart, okay? Mars in Cancer, I actually have this placement. My Mars is in Cancer in the 8th house, so I kind of, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to this in a little bit. But okay, so this could actually work out in a lot of different ways, because Mars actually does not like being in Cancer, because Mars is this energy of let's go, let's get it done, let's do it, let's just get it right now, you know, let's finish it, let's complete the task. It's debilitated here because Cancer is an energy that is very emotional. Mars is not an emotional planet. Mars is like, we're gonna go and we're gonna get done, and I don't care how I feel right now, I'm gonna finish this project. So when you put it in Cancer, this person has a tendency to their energy levels can fluctuate, or their energy levels are just really emotional. So this is the type of person that can get triggered by certain things easily, can get really angry, really emotional, and just not always be able to complete things at the rate that they should, because they're going based off of their feelings instead of that like just pure instinct or that motivation. They're really motivated by their feelings. So depending on how they are emotionally, that's going to translate directly not only into their like work and into that aggression and stuff like that, but also their sexuality. This is a very emotional lover. This is someone who really does not want to get involved with sex with someone that they don't feel connected to. They need some form of emotional connection to really get turned on by that person, to really feel safe, to really feel like nurtured by a person. This is the type of energy that wants to feel safe with someone. It's hard for them to open up the walls and break down the blockages for someone until they feel safe, until they know that they can trust that person. When they feel like they can trust that person, they can let that person inside, quite literally, especially for women. That's exactly when it goes crazy and gets down, because this person has a very emotional sexual nature. So when they are having sex with you, they are making love to you. This is the type of person that could even be turned on by literally having a child. This is the moon. Cancer rules the moon. The moon in astrology represents the mother. So they can even have a tendency to want to give you a baby. Not saying that they, you know what I'm saying, you gotta worry about that, but they could fantasize about having a child, or a man with this placement could fantasize about making a baby or giving you a baby or something. Like they want to release inside you, you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing. Or they could this could be the type of energy that's also very into the chest, because you know, the boobs, okay, the chest area, the breast. So this person could be turned on by the chest, and you know, they could get turned on by boobs. Like me specifically, oh my god, when certain people are, you know, messing with my boobs, like it's very good for me. I could even like I could climax just based off of that. And I know a lot of men also, they might even enjoy getting their nipples and stuff played with as well. Like, you know, let's just be honest here. You know, a lot of people think of Mars and Cancer as like soft, but here's the thing. Once they feel connected to you, they want to really be passionate. They want that passionate love-making energy. This is also, they even want a little bit of like aggression. They actually tend to really like aggression and somebody that dominates them in a way. Domination, submissive type of tendency, where like somebody's being dominated or somebody's being submissive. In the case, a lot of the times they like being submissive to someone. This is a very intuitive lover. This is the type of person that knows exactly what you need and what exactly turns you on, because they pay attention. When they're having sex, they're really having that emotional sex, so they know how to listen in on your moans. They know how to listen into what feels good and what you like. They can have an idea and a natural intuition of what's going to make you feel safe, what's going to make you feel nurtured, what's going to make you feel the best way that you possibly can. You know, this is the type of energy that wants to be a little bit dominated in a sense, especially if you're a woman. This is the type of energy that tends to like being dominated, as long as they know that they can trust that person. The moment that you break this person's trust and you have sex with them, this is the type of person that can really feel how they feel about you through sex and how you feel about them. If you cheat on a Mars and Cancer person and then you have sex with that person, especially if they have like an 8th house placement or something going on in there, they're gonna know. They're gonna have that natural intuition. They're gonna know that you cheat. So don't be cheated and try to have sex with a Mars and Cancer, because they're gonna know. It's that mother's intuition type of energy. This is the type of person that likes to lay their head on their other people's chest, or you know what I'm saying, or the woman might like that as well. But all in all, like, it's a really receptive energy. It's a really intuitive energy. It's a really emotional energy, a really connected. All you have to do is just allow this person to feel safe and secure, to be vulnerable enough to give themselves to you. Then this person is an excellent lover. Because Cancer, it wants to feel secure, okay? They value security. But you give them that security, then they give you the world. They give you everything that you desire. The Mars in Leo energy is very, very performative. They want to perform. Leo is a very theatrical sign. So how this person makes love is this person makes love in a way that's like, it almost is like a performance. They're like performing for you. They're performing for you like in bed type stuff. You know, it's entertainment, but it's good. It feels good. It feels great. This is that fire sign energy. So this is the type of person where they're all about passion. The sex is very passionate, it's very raw, it's very fiery, it's flamey, it's going, okay? They want to have sex with people that they feel that connection with. They don't want to have sex with anybody that they just don't feel it with. They got to feel that raw spark and passion with a person to really be turned on. This person is all about attention. So this person, at the end of the day, they want you to pay attention to them, and they want you to, and they want to pay a lot of attention to you. They want to pay attention to your needs, and they want you to do the same to them. They want you to pay attention to what they need, because this is the king or queen energy. So they either want you to serve them, but they'll still do that same thing of wanting to serve you as well. This is also the energy that can be competitive when it comes to bed. So they want to be one of the best lovers that you ever had, and they bring that ego with them a lot of the times to the bedroom. They want to show you who you're dealing with. They want to show you how good they are. They want to show you how good that they can make you feel, and they're going to talk about it. You know how they walk, they're going to walk around like, oh yeah, I know what I could do to you. I could do some things to you, whether they say that verbally or just in the way that they speak generally, like in conversation. They don't even got to be talking about sex, but that's how these people walk around. They walk around with such a confidence that's like, oh yeah, I'll make you lose your mind. This person is also into like devotion, and when it comes to bed, and like I said, that intention. So these are the kings and queens. So they want to be treated like a king in bed, and they want to be treated like a queen in bed. They want you to serve them, but at the same time, they also want to flip the script sometimes, and they want to serve you. They want to make you feel like the king and queen as well. But it's just this energy of like, oh yeah, I'm better than you, but not in like a literal way, but like in the sensual way. Like oh, I know you feel so good about me that you want to show me because I am this person. You know, they bring that energy to sex, and they might flip the switch, you know, but they get turned on by those type of things. They can be really jealous and possessive when it comes to their sexual partners as well as impatient to some extent. Like I know some Mars and Leo guys, if they want you now, okay? And they can be very direct and forward in a sense. Leo is also associated with the chest, like the heart specifically, as well as like the back. So this type of person could also be interested in like, you know, messing with the boobs, whatever the case is, or the chest in general, as well as maybe a massage, like a strong back massage for a strong lion, you know? Leo is a very expressive sign, so this sign can even be expressive when it comes to their sexuality. They don't mind expressing their sexuality. They don't mind expressing to that person that they're interested in that they are interested in them, and that they are like, they find them physically attractive. They don't mind, you know, being direct about that. Mars likes being in Leo because of that. You know, it gets stuff done, it gets the job done, it doesn't hesitate, it just goes after what it wants, because it has that natural confidence, even though sometimes there could be some hidden insecurity here at the same time. And when we have that hidden insecurity present, sometimes they could put too many demands on their partners, and that's one of the negatives of having Mars and Leo. But let's not forget, Leo is like, you know, the fifth is connected to the fifth house, and fifth house is romance, okay? So these people can also be quite romantic when it comes to their sexual nature as well. It's the type of person that wants to make love. They want to experience that love, that deep romance, that affection as well at the same time. So it's not just all about sex. It's also about the feelings and emotions behind the sex as well. Like I said, they want to have sex with people that they feel that connection with, that they feel passionate about. When they get around that person, they just get excited. That's the type of person that they want to be dealing with when it comes to the bedroom. And actually, because this is Leo, this is a very like proud and prideful energy when it comes to their sexual abilities. So this is the type of person that's gonna brag about it. There could be like kissing and telling in the negative. They can like talk about how good they did you. And it's also the type of energy that's like, they want everyone to know, like, you know, like they want people to know that you are getting So they're gonna ask you to moan. They're gonna ask you to let me hear you say this, let me hear you say that. They want you to feed their ego while you're also having sex at the same time as well. Mars in Virgo, this is the energy that is so into all the nitty-gritty details. They want to know exactly what turns you on. What exactly do you want? This person is going to know. This person is going to get it down to a T. This is the type of person that is going to ask the right questions. This is the type of person that's going to be prepared. You know, they're already going to have the towel ready. They're going to make sure everything looks good. They're going to make sure everything is clean because they have been studying you and they have been studying your needs and they have been paying attention to detail, and they're ready to show you exactly what you know. These people are very picky when it comes to their sexual lovers as well. They're not going to want to just have sex with anybody. So when they do have sex with somebody, it's like, yo, they know exactly what you want and need, and if not, they're gonna have that conversation with you beforehand. They're gonna say, oh, what do you like, what are you into? They're not gonna be afraid to ask because they want to know so they can give it to you correctly. This is not a person that likes to make mistakes. Like, this is the type of person that's gonna get to know you, what you like, what you dislike, everything, and then they're just gonna spoil you again and again and again. They're gonna give it to you exactly how you need it. This is the 6th house. This is being of service to other people. So these people can be selfless even when it comes to sex. They can really like, this is the Virgo, the virgin, right? But at the same time, this is like the lady or man in the streets with the freak in the sheets type of energy, you know? Giving. They're really giving people when it comes to their sexuality. Sometimes though, it could be like in the negative where they're so focused on all the details and so focused on like everything being right that sometimes they forget to just do it. They could like think too much about it instead of just going for it, and they can get too stuck in their heads, and then they're not dropping into their bodies like they should. So make sure we, you know, keep in mind about that. Don't get too nervous when it comes to it, and just understand and learn how to let go and how to just kind of get into your body and get in tune with your body so that you can explore and, you know, experience sex to its fullest potential. These are going to be the type of lovers that all your other previous partners, they could have been, you know, did really well, but somehow this person is going to be able to find those little spots that you didn't even know existed, okay? They're going to study you. They're going to nurture you. They're going to understand your body and how it works. They also like that treatment in return as well to a certain extent, but they're definitely spoilers when it comes to love. And it's also very healthy and clean, so they're very attracted to like clean people, to healthy people, people that take care of their bodies, people that eat the right foods, and you know, that goes with them too. This usually is the type of person that does take care of their body. They usually have nice fit bodies. They usually are eating the right foods. They usually are having a nice routine. So they like things to be in order when it comes to that as well. So like I said, they can be a little bit picky. Virgo is always stressing, always working and stuff like that. So when it comes to sex, that sex often is like a release for these people. They're able to release themselves through sex. So you can feel them releasing tension during the sexual lovemaking as well. So this would be the type of person with that Mars and Virgo. They're naturally very hardworking. They're naturally really paying attention to detail. But then when it comes to this sex, they're able to fully lose themselves when they're at their fullest potential in bed, you know? These people want to help you. These people want to do all the little things. They could even be into like worshiping or like slave type of mentality when it comes. They want to give to you. They want to give it to you. They want to serve you, okay? They want to help you out. If they have a level of trust, if there is a level of trust established in this relationship as well, this is also the type of person that could be down with exploring different things and trying different things if the relationship is like, you know, satisfying and healthy and stuff like that. I know, and I noticed that Mars and Virgo, Venus and Virgo women, they could be very insecure sometimes. So a lot of the times through sex, they actually heal those insecurities within themselves, and they're able to fully just embrace themselves, especially at the higher octave of this energy. Virgo also rules like the gut area, the digestive system. So this person might even be attracted to like, I don't know, like kissing in this area, like kissing their chest or kissing down, you know, their chest could actually be something that turns them on as well. Mars and Libra. This person is going to be very attracted and interested in equality. So the giving and taking type of energy. I noticed with Mars and Libras, these are the type of people, if you are like being really giving towards them and you start giving a lot, you know what I mean? Like if you're giving oral and stuff like that, these are the type of people that are like, oh, I want to give to you back. Like if you start paying full attention on them, they're gonna want to also be like paying attention to you. This is where we see things like 69s and stuff like that, where it's giving and receiving at the same time. If they feel like you're being stingy, that's something that turns them off. This is also a very mutable energy in the sense that they're able to really bend to another person's needs. So this is a very harmonious lover in the sense that whatever you are into, they naturally can find themselves being into as well. They're really about serving their partner and understanding their partner. This, like I said, is also an air sign. So this air sign needs to have some form of mental connection to really be turned on. It is into looks because it is Libra and it's ruled by Venus, so they love beautiful people. They love people that are physically attractive, yes, but they also want the brains. They also want someone they have a mental connection with as well. And it kind of goes back to that energy like I was saying before. This is the type of energy that likes to give but also receive at the same time. Whatever situation they're in, if you're giving to them, they want to be able to give to you at the same time. So if you're like touching them, they want to touch you. If you start, putting all the attention on them, they want to put it all on you at the same time. So they love a lot going on all at once. They love things to be balanced. This is the scales. They need it to be balanced. They need it to be equal. They need equality. This person is not interested in inequality. They want the give and take. They want the equal sharing type of energy. But they are very pleasing partners. They want to please you. Whatever you like, whatever you're interested in, this is somebody that is really interested in pleasing you. But this could also be on the negative. This could be the type of person that could like be a people pleaser all the way and like forget about their needs and their own wants and desires, and then people can kind of take advantage of that fact until they finally get fed up and say, you know what, like this isn't fair, I don't want to be here. This is the person that everyone desires. So they can also be pretty picky when it comes to getting in bed. This is also someone who could be quite picky when it comes to their potential lovers, you know what I'm saying? Since Mars is like this wild energy, not only do they want that wild energy, but they also want things to be like, classy. It's like the perfect balance of the two. They need the yin and yang type of energy within the bedroom. And if you give them that, then this is going to be someone who's a really romantic, dope lover. Somebody who's into pleasuring you, somebody who's into pleasing you, but just expects that in return. So Libra rules the butt. These people naturally could have an affinity towards butts. They could like, you use your imagination when it comes to that. Mars and Scorpio. Okay, y'all, don't get me started with this energy. I love Mars and Scorpio energy. I love Scorpio energy in general. Like, y'all know this. I'm a fangirl. I have that energy within me. And Mars and Scorpio is a very powerful placement. Extremely powerful placement. This person has some manifestation power. This person has some literal, like, get things done, get it done power. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna get it done type of energy. Because Mars is also home in Scorpio. Because Mars rules Scorpio. So with this energy right here, Scorpios are famous for, their sexuality. They're famous for their sexual nature. I mean, Scorpio literally rules the, private part region of the body. So, I mean, obviously, these people naturally have a tendency to know what they're doing. They have a tendency to be connected to themselves sexually at a very young age. They kind of know how to operate on that wavelength because that's something that comes natural to them. It's their natural aptitude, you feel me, in life. However, everybody always talks about Scorpio energy and Scorpionic energy like, yeah, the sex is bomb, blah, blah, blah. But why? Why is Scorpio sex so famous? Why is Scorpio sex so bomb? It has nothing to do with the actual sex. It has everything to do with the energy that is behind the sex. And all of us are extremely sensitive to energy, right? And Scorpionic energy is potent. It's the type of energy you walk into the room and you feel it, that's there because it's a very strong, powerful energy. We all pick up on this on a subconscious level. So when you're having sex with these people, what's happening is they are taking that powerful energy and they are giving it to you. Every single stroke, okay? They are giving it to you. So sex with them is not just like this little, yeah, we're having fun, but sex tends to be deeper. It tends to be passionate. It tends to be intense. It tends to be one of those experiences that are just like, whoa, because it's the energy that's behind it. Mars and Scorpios, they know what they doing naturally. Don't even put this Mars and Scorpio in the 8th house. Oh my God. Oh my God, you put a Mars and Scorpio in the 8th house, bitch, I'm scared. I am scared. I'm nervous. I don't know if I can take it because the energy that these people bring is just out of this world. These people are not just having sex for no reason. These people have sex because they are genuinely like physically attracted and mentally attracted and spiritually attracted to these people. It's very deep. Whether they know this on a subconscious level or a conscious level, sex for Scorpios is always deeper because Scorpio naturally likes to dig deep. It likes to go underneath the surface. It hates the shallow. So as soon as they find somebody that they can really connect with, then it's wraps. They use sex to be able to speak. They use sex to be able to show someone that they love them. When they have sex with someone, this is the type of energy, this Mars and Scorpio energy has the capability to get underneath the surface of that other person's being. This is the type of person that can sleep with someone and know everything about you and know what type of person you are and know what type of energy that you have about yourself, because the Mars and Scorpio takes in energy and it's like a translator for their spirit. I hope that made sense, but y'all, I'm trying to let y'all know. Mars and Scorpio digs deep. They want to bond over sex. Sex is not just for pleasure. Sex is a form of communication. And communication is important in relationships. On the negative side, this could be the type of person that ends up in situations where they're having sex with someone, right? The sex is amazing, it's deep, it's intense, you know? And it's really a way for them to show love. But at the end of the day, when you take that sex away, is this the person that you truly want to be with? Or is this person just a toxic piece of... Mars and Scorpio sometimes gets that confused. Mars and Scorpio energy has such a high sex drive that sometimes they can get involved with people that they're not supposed to be involved with, but they stay with them because the sex is so good and the sex is feeding their soul. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to use discernment to know who you should be having sex with and who you shouldn't be having sex with. The Mars and Scorpio energy has the ability to change your life, and I'm not even trying to hype, yo. Like, I've experienced... It's almost like they are penetrating your soul. They know how to dig deep. And that's what I love. Since Scorpio is also representative of secrets, this is also not a sign that you usually have to worry about when it comes to like kissing and telling, or like having sex and then telling the whole world. This could be a sign that's very loyal, a sign that's like very, you know, low-key when it comes to their sexual relationships. So you don't have to worry usually about your business just being all out there for the public to know and stuff. If you want to get involved with this person is someone that's going to keep things intimate, keep things quiet. These people transform through sex. These people connect with people deeply through sex. These people heal through sex, okay? And I'm not even being like extra. If you take this energy and you bring it up to the highest octave, this is a person that can be a tantric healer, a sexual healer, like somebody that could literally like, you know, have sex with you and then after sex you crying because you just released so much pent up stuff and emotions, because that's what sexual energy is. If that sexual energy ever gets stuck and it's not flowing no more, then you're going to create blockages in your life. And those blockages are going to manifest as literal physical things in the waking life that are getting on your nerves on a daily basis. And then a Mars and Scorpio person comes along and does what they do. And the next thing you know, you can just relax and you're free because you're able to get rid of those. You were able to heal those deep blockages, sexual traumas. This is stuff that a Mars and Scorpio person at the highest octave can definitely get into. The lowest octave, this could just be somebody who's very, very... doesn't know how to use discernment when it comes to, you know, choosing their sexual partners, and someone who can just be very manipulative because they know what type of energy they're walking around with, so they're using it for their benefit. They're using it to, you know, get money out of people or to do stuff that's not honest. Mars in Sagittarius is fun-loving, it's fiery, it's exciting. You know, we have Mars and Sag is a fire sign. So with the fire sign element of this Mars, we're really getting someone's sexuality who is in it for the passion. They want to have sex with somebody who makes them feel passionate, who makes them feel excited about life, who's somebody that they're involved with. They're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're so hot, I just want to get involved with you right here, right now type of energy, right? That's the fire sign element in general. But with Sag comes into play, Sag really does like to explore, because Sagittarius is representative of adventure. Somebody who goes out into the world and tries to discover as many things as possible. So when it comes to sexuality, the Sagittarius is very sexually adventurous. They're able to try a lot of different things. These people can definitely be the type of people that are just like in it for the moment. They're in it for the experience. I always hear Sagittarius say, LOL, new experiences, love it, let's just try it, let's just do it. These are the type of people that can definitely get caught up in situations where like, whoa, how did we get here? Like, and it was just because it was just cool in the moment. It seemed like it was right in the moment. They can definitely end up in situations like that because they like that wild shit sometimes. Like Mars and Sag could definitely like that wild shit. They can definitely try to see what's happening here. They want to take things to a higher level, right? This could be the type of energy where they're like playing around with you. It's like a lighthearted feel, right? It's all lighthearted, it's all optimistic. We got that Jupiter, you know, approach to it, but then all of a sudden you just end up, boom, you just having sex. You thought it was all fun and games, just playing around. Oh yeah, we just friends, blah blah blah, and the next thing you know, boom, it was just right there. It just came out of nowhere, honey. Mars and Sagittarius is really playful like that. There's even this playful energy when it comes to their sexuality as well. That's how they flirt, kind of being playful, kind of having fun, you know, saying let's have fun, let's have a good time, let's explore. It's very like chill, it's very carefree, but it's still connected in a way that's fiery, you know what I mean? I could definitely see this manifesting as someone like wanting to have sex like on the go, because I mean Sagittarius is known for being the traveler, being the explorer. So somebody that could like to have sex on the go or in different locations or outside or something wild like that, something unusual, something more on the random and spontaneous side is probably going to satisfy that Mars and Sag person more, because like I said, it's that fire. And Sagittarius itself is just this sign that embodies that spontaneous, carefree, let's explore, let's see what's out here type of energy. You know, this is the 9th house. It's taking things to a higher level. They want to see the bigger picture. So I mean, when you translate that into sex, like these people want to expand their sex lives. They want to expand your mind. That could literally mean like sex with multiple people, or that could just mean like with a sex with one person. They want to try different things. They want to see this person in different light. They want to travel with this person and then partake in sexual experiences with them on the go. The Sag archetype is also known for being really blunt and direct. So when it comes to knowing if they're like sexually interested and stuff like that, this is the type of energy that is probably going to be really like forthright with it, really direct, and just going to let you know how they feel. They're going to flirt with you very directly. You don't have to worry about, do they like me, do they like me not, are they interested or nothing like that. They're probably going to let you know through, you know, really obvious signs. This is literally the type of energy, like how the foreplay starts is when you guys are just like joking around, laughing, you're like, oh, ha ha, ha ha, and then you're just making out. Like, it's that type of energy that they really like. And also they do like the energy where it's like you're friends before you do anything first. Like you meet someone and you don't just rush completely to like sex or like a relationship or flirtation, anything. It's like you really spend your time getting to become friends with the person, and then it slowly builds up to this like sexual tension type thing going that really just gets that Sag energy interested, and they just want to play around with you. It's really playful energy. It's really childlike fun, let's explore, let's see what's happening type of energy, but it's also wild. Like, don't forget, this is the fire energy. Sagittarius also rules like the thighs and, you know, that lower area too. So I mean, this person could definitely find like one of their erogenous zones. I hope I said that right. But one of the, you know, the sweet spots is definitely could be their legs and their thighs and their inner thighs, and those type of areas could definitely turn them on a lot. So my Mars and Capricorns. Mars and Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn energy is not known for being super sexual or anything like that, but from what I can see and what I've heard, Capricorns are very sexual. They can be very low-key sexual, especially Mars and Capricorn. This is the type of energy, first of all, Mars loves being here because it's going to be the type of energy that's going to get it done. They're going to be the type of people that are going to get things done in life. They're going to be focused. They're going to be more likely to be driven and ambitious and all that good old stuff. And when that translates into sex, like, these people can really be straightforward and just like, yeah, I want you. Let's get it done. Let's do it. I want to enjoy this with you. They can also be like very like low-key freaky, very underlyingly freaky. Like, you almost wouldn't expect it from them, because the Capricorn energy is known for being so like, yes, you know, I'm the boss, I am sophisticated. But when they start to have sex, this is definitely the type of energy that's like lady man in the streets but the freak in the sheets type of energy, where they get into that bed, they are releasing the problems from the day and they are just letting it all out. This could be the type of energy that is also, you know, into role play, or this sense where it's like domination and submissive type thing, where I can see the Capricorn energy being more submissive. I could see this manifesting as a person who's usually like working so hard all day long, like really putting in work, really trying to get the job done, and then when they come back, they just get that opportunity to let loose and be free. And that's why I think a lot of them like to be dominated. They could be older, they could be wiser, they could be more mature, but they're attracted to that like, oh yeah, they know what they're doing type of energy. People that know what they're doing in the bedroom. They definitely do not like kissing and telling. They do not like the energy where it's like, oh yeah, I just had sex with Mars and Capricorn, everybody know this. No, they want something that's more discreet, more private, because they're all about, you know, their public image, first things first. So if you sitting there trying to, you know, cause a bunch of drama and say like, oh yeah, I did this with this person, they're not gonna like you. They're gonna not want to be sexually involved with you at all. They don't really care as much about like variety. They really do care more about that consistent, dope, deep lovemaking, kind of similar to the Taurus energy. They want something that's consistent, that's dope, that's good, that's deep, and that's something that's passionate and allows them to forget about all the stresses of their everyday life that they have to go through. This is the earth element once again, so it's steady, it's deep, it's very ground shaking type of sex. This is earth shaking type of sex happening here, you know, with the Capricorn energy as well. They like being told what to do, they like being controlled, especially if they're usually naturally the person that is telling everybody else what to do. Like if they're the boss, sometimes they might like being dominated, but also they do value somebody who's very loyal. Somebody who's very loyal. They don't want somebody who's gonna just be around with everyone in the city. They do want somebody that's pretty much gonna just be messing around with them. And on the negative side, this energy could just be kind of like boring, especially for someone who is like fiery or super airy. You know, this is not the energy that's gonna be like always variation, super passionate all the time. It can be, but for the most part, this is energy that does crave stability, but it's always good. Aquarius, Mars and Aquarius. Oh my god, this energy is so interesting. I can tell you this, all the Mars in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, even Aquarius suns to a certain extent, man oh man, especially when we get the Venus and Mars, like these people are really attracted to unorthodox sexual situations and relationships. This is not the person that likes conformity when it comes to these things. To some extent, this person is always attracted to something that is unusual, something that's different, something that's a little weird. These are definitely the people that can have some underlying kinks. These are definitely the people that could be just something like non-traditional. You know, something is always non-traditional to the way that they relate to other people and have sex with other people, whether it's they're having sex with multiple people and they're in an open relationship, whether they're attracted to the same sex, whether they're attracted to somebody who is like 10 times their size. It doesn't matter. It's always something a little unique, something a little different, something a little unusual. Sex with them can also feel very detached sometimes, because naturally Aquarius is a more detached sign. It's a sign that definitely always practices non-attachment, and that could be a negative to, you know, some people that really crave that emotional connection. You're probably not going to get that from the Aquarius, but you might get that intellectual, mental, stimulating connection with that Aquarius energy that is going to turn you on from that perspective. They do value a mental connection because, like I said, this is an air sign at the end of the day, so they want to know that the person that they're dealing with is, you know, is somebody that has the potential to stimulate their mind. But this is also the type of energy that's like, you know, let's not BS anything, let's just go and do it. If we feel it, let's go do it, let's have fun right here right now type stuff. First, this energy itself could be very like mysterious, and it could be like bad boy vibes. I've talked about this before. This is the type of energy where it's like you're so drawn to it because that person is like there for you and then gone the next. The Aquarius person like has so many friends and stuff like that, and even when it comes to their sexual partners, they tend to be friends with the people that they have sex with. So then when it comes to you being attracted to them, it's like kind of get into this mind game like, ooh, does the Aquarius person really like me, or am I just a friend, or I'm just like everyone else, until you actually see them, you know, make a move on you, which is unusual because usually Aquarius are slow to make that first move. In some cases, because there's also some that are going to be direct, but it really depends on the rest of the chart. But If you ever wanted to get down and dirty when it comes to experimentation, I would definitely say Aquarius and Gemini are the ones for you to get involved with that. You know, if you ever have anything that you're afraid to say, that you were afraid to talk about, that you were afraid to tell someone that you wanted, you could probably pretty much be comfortable telling a Mars and Aquarius something that you want, and they will probably be down to try it at least once, because this is a sign that definitely is all about experimentation and getting into your deepest, darkest fantasies and figuring it all out. And that hot and cold approach just makes it even hotter, okay? They could be into role play and different other ways of variations and just other types of kinky stuff. Like I can't even tell you, like every pretty much Venus and Aquarius, Mars and Aquarius person know, it's always something about it, to the smallest thing to the bigger thing. There's always something about the way that they have sex that's just a little bit unique and also detached. These people are always attracted to people that are a little odd, that are a little weird. These people are always attracted to situations, and they probably fantasize a lot in their head about different sexual situations, because I mean, this is an air sign, so it's all mental energy. So this person probably fantasizes about odd sexual fantasies as well, or like, oh my god, we're about to get caught type of fantasies as well, and just like with an energy of detachment surrounding them, you know, like, ooh, this is the classic type of energy that could definitely get involved with like a sugar baby, or getting involved with like an older person, or you know, getting involved with like somebody who isn't being sexually satisfied in their marriage, so they go sleep with the Mars and Aquarius or the Aquarius person, like those type of like situations where it's like detachment is key. When it comes to Mars and Pisces, this can definitely also be a very interesting energy, because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and because of this, it's almost like Pisces is a mixture of all the different signs. The Pisces energy is so elusive. It's so bending that they're willing to be anybody for whoever they're with. If a Pisces falls in love with you, or if they're attracted to you, this is the type of energy where the Mars and Pisces person is going to be willing to bend to your needs. They want to satisfy you. They want to please you. So if you are interested into some kinky stuff, the Mars and Pisces person is going to try it, and they're going to try to serve you, because this energy is all about sacrifice, a self-sacrifice, compassion, all this good old stuff. So this can also hold an emotional element to it as well. Being a water sign, this is the type of energy that when they're having sex, they probably would prefer an emotional connection with the person that they're having sex with. Maybe even in certain ways, a spiritual connection as well, a deep, satisfying spiritual connection. Pisces could be a very romantic energy. Pisces can be a very flirtatious energy, can also come off as innocent, but these people can be some of the biggest underlying freaks that you would ever know, because these people just have a natural tendency to want to really bond and melt into their partners. So when they're having sex, they're bringing that element to it. They want to connect with somebody on that deep of a level, you know what I mean? They don't usually have one form of sex. They're literally embodying the entire energy of the zodiac, right? This is definitely the type of energy that fantasizes a lot. These people fantasize a lot. Pisces energy is known for their fantasies, so they can have a lot of sexual fantasies in their minds going on. And when they meet, and it's like when they meet someone that they're really sexually attracted to, or that they just are attracted to, have the crush on, they are fantasizing about this person all day, you know, like they are the type of people that are going to be really into it. This is the type of person that if they are like, you know, into these type of things, then in one way this could be a person that likes to have sex when they're drunk, like they love drunk sex, or they love high sex, whatever the case is, because Pisces tends to, you know, be associated with like drugs and alcohol and those type of energies as well. This would be the energy that could also be low-key on the lowest of keys, into feet, like toe sucking. They could be into feet, because Pisces is ruled by the feet. So these could be the people that low-key have some type of foot fetish or something like that. This is the type of energy that is so intuitive that they're going to be able to know what you like without even having to touch you. They just know it. They know how to satisfy you, and they want to satisfy you. They have a desire to satisfy you and to make you help and to make you feel good. This is not the type of energy that is selfish. This is the type of energy that's selfless, okay? So they intuitively know, oh yeah, I'm going to do this to this person, and they're able to once again drop into your your body and be able to figure out what really makes you feel good and listening to you and responding to you, and they're taking that feedback and they're like learning more and more about you each and every time that you have sex with this person. Mars and Pisces sex here is dreamy, it's trippy. If we have Mars in the 12th house, Mars and Pisces, this could even be the type of energy that could be into like astral sex and stuff like that, like the really trippy stuff. But on a more basic mundane level, this sex is just gonna have an element to it that's very dreamlike. You know, it almost doesn't feel like you're real, but it's like you're connecting from that deep of a place, because Pisces is such a spicy Pisces is just such a spiritual sign, you know. Naturally they're able to connect with people in that type of way, you know. It's a creative energy that the Pisces embodies. So when you put it here with the Mars, it's like these people can even be creative when it comes to their sexual expression. It's like they're making music when they're making love to you. Sex here is always connected to emotions, so the sexual expression is always going to depend on like where they are at emotionally and how it's, you know, how they're feeling. Because if they're feeling like happy, this sex is going to be very joyous. It's going to be like a dream, like a trippy, beautiful dream with a whole bunch of colors. And then if the sex is, or if the Pisces is angry, they may be more likely to not actually be open sexually, or the sex is just going to have a different approach to it, you know. This could be spiritual sex, like tantra, you know, sexual healing, once again getting into like occult sex and stuff of that nature. Cosmic sex, this could be sex with music. They would probably prefer music in the background, lights that you can plug into the wall. These are the type of things that Pisces is going to be attracted to. Pisces is connected to like addiction issues, so this could definitely be the type of sex that you could get addicted to if you're not careful. But I hope you guys like that video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.